For the 100% cheapest coins on the internet with reliable delivery and quick customer support, check out my sponsor MMOEXP by clicking the link at the top of the description and use code SWIFT at checkout for 5% off. Salsa family, and today I'm coming back at you guys with another Madden 22 video on the channel, and in today's video we're going to be going over the cheapest and the fastest way to get training. Now training is an absolutely integral part of Ultimate Team. Whether you want to power up a player or put abilities on a card, you need training to be able to do so. So in today's video I'm going to make sure you guys are getting training quickly and you're doing it at the cheapest price possible. Alrighty boys, now let's get straight into the video. I want to start it off by giving you guys a really quick explanation as to kind of like how training works, how you get it, and how you get it for cheap. Now every single overall in Madden Ultimate Team, 84, 85, 80, 81, literally any overall in this game is going to be associated with a specific amount of training points that you get when you quick sell the player. Now the goal of this video and the goal of finding the cheapest training is going to be scouring the entire market and finding the best overall group that is basically like the best value player in the market. Now in order to find that best value in the market, essentially what we're going to be doing is using a value called a CPT, or a coin per training point ratio. Now what that number or that equation does is it divides the amount of coins you spend on a player. So let's say for example Casey Hayward, that would be 12,000 coins in spend, and we would divide that by the number of training points we get from the card. And now once you guys do that math, you're going to be getting a CPT number, which is basically going to show you guys the amount of coins that you spend on each single training point. And the goal of this video is to make that number as small as possible. Let me show you guys exactly how to do that. Okay, now right now in the market we are targeting a 52 CPT. A 52 CPT is going to give you guys the cheapest training rate. The first overall grouping that I am definitely a big fan of when it comes to getting our cheap training is going to be 83 overalls, and you want to try and find these cards up for 18k or less. Now here's what we're going to do to try and find these cards. My typical favorite filters when it comes to 83s are I like core elites and I like legends. So we're going to start it off right here by filtering down my core elite. We'll go by all offense and all defense, and really all I'm going to do is I'm just going to scroll down until I start seeing 83s. Now like I said before, we want our 83s at a price of less than 18k, so I'm going to look on this filter and I'm just going to scroll down. If I see any 83s at a price of less than 18k, we know that's a good deal. As you guys can see, it looks like our cheapest 83s are right now up for around 20k when it comes to this filter. So we'll flip on over to all defense, then we can check legends, we can do the exact same thing, and there are a lot of filters to look at in today's video, so you guys are going to make sure that you're going to be able to find a good snipe on ideally at least one of these filters. Now it looks like there's a KJ right here up for a price of 18k. I personally don't need any training, but this is a solid training snipe. 18,000 coins for an 83, that is going to fit our price range. Now next up we can do the exact same thing on the legend filter, boys. We're going to filter down by legends. Also just want to let you guys know these 83s, they're selling for about 340 training points, so you get a little bit of training right there. Maybe you need to power a card up. That should probably be enough as long as you're not powering up someone that's like a super high overall. But yeah, as you guys can see, let's take a look at our legend filter. Again, 18k is the target. I'm going to scroll on down until I start seeing some 83s. 19k for the Ed Reed, that's a little bit out of the price range. We'll do the exact same thing on all offense, and then I've got a couple of other filters to show you guys in case you're looking to get training in a little bit more bulk. Now obviously if you need a lot of training, you can go on here and you can buy a bunch of 83s. There's a Bruce Matthews at 18, that's perfect. 18.6, a little bit out of the range, but you guys can really use whichever one of these filters you want to, and I would personally recommend that depending on how many training points you need, I would recommend you guys use a specific filter. So as you guys can see, this one right here, it's more of a low budget filter. This is going to give you 340 training, so if you don't need a ton of training, this is a good filter to look at. Now we're going to go from really little to really big.
From really little to really big.
That's what she said.
Then I've got a middle filter to talk about at the end of the video. Next up, we're going to be talking about 87 overall players. When it comes to our 87s, I want to try and find these cards up for around 78k, and the first filter to look at is going to be flashbacks. Now, flashbacks is actually pretty solid. Sometimes you find these cards up for like 70k. It's pretty crazy. People will put these cards up for a good deal. As you guys can see, not seeing anything too crazy right here, though. Now, I just want to mention right here that I make a video every couple of weeks showing you guys the cheapest way to get your training points. So if you like this video, be sure you're subscribed to the channel so you're up to date on the cheapest training values and you make sure you're getting training at a good deal. And if this one's helping you out, drop a like. I would greatly appreciate it. Okay, now next up, like I was saying before, we can go down by core elite. I want to mention on this core elite filter, I would personally recommend that you go on over to newest. If you're seeing 59 minutes right here, you're fine. If you're seeing 56 minutes, you're probably gonna have to go by all offense and all defense, just to make sure you're seeing all the newest cards on that filter. Go back to buy now price and then just scroll on down until you see 87s. If there's an 87, again up for less than 78k, you can buy it, and that is a good training snipe. So we'll do the exact same thing on defense right here. Then we'll quickly move on over to Legends, and then to end the video off, let's talk about a kind of like middle tier training snipe you guys can use. Not seeing any good 87s right here. Obviously, when you're doing this at home, you can do this a lot faster than I am. You can just quickly check out these filters, and if you find any players at the prices that you like, go on ahead and buy the card and quick sell them for training. As you guys can see, Michael Strahan, a little bit too expensive. We'll probably start to go through these filters a little bit quicker now that hopefully you guys do get the gist of them. And then this one right here, 87 overall Johnny Unitas and Bruce Matthews, definitely a little bit out of the range there and more than 78k. Now, like I was saying, here is the final filter to take a look at, 85 overalls, and we want them up for 37 or 38k. If you find less than that, that is absolutely perfect. When it comes to the 85s, I'm liking core elites and I'm liking legends. I'm not a fan of any of the other filters. 85s, sometimes you find them up for a good deal. You're gonna have to go by all offense and all defense. Usually on the 87 filters, you don't need to. There was just a little bit more volume in the market. But taking a look at this filter right here, all offense, we're seeing the newest cards. Tick that off. All we want to see right here is like 37k or less for an 85. As I'm scrolling down here, let's see if there are any up for a good deal. It looks like Rodney Hudson is going to be the cheapest 85, and he is out of the price range. Not going to buy that card right there. I would say that personally, when it comes to finding these training snipes, the 83s are probably the easiest. They're going to be the most consistent. People are willing to post those cards up for cheap, and then you can go ahead and you can find a snipe relatively easily. 38k for Cam Jordan, we would take that. That's actually a good deal. That definitely is going to fit the price range. We'll also take a look at legends right here, and taking a look at the legend filter, we're probably going to have to go by all offense and all defense. There is a lot of activity on this one, so you're going to have to scroll down quite a little bit. Try and have your eyes peeled as you're going through here to make sure you don't miss any snipes. Darrell Rivas at 40k. Again, it is out of the price range. When you're doing these training snipes, I have purposely put in prices here that are like snipes. These aren't going to be like easy prices that every single time you go onto the filter, you find a good deal. That's why you guys will notice that as I'm going through here, we're only finding like what, like 3 or 4 of them instead of like every single refresh we're finding multiple. The reason why I'm doing that is because I want to make sure you guys are getting the best deal possible. I'm not going to be like, oh, you can get 85s at 40k. No, let's shrink that price range down a little bit to make sure you guys are getting the best deal. That way, when you find a good deal, you know it's actually a good price. So as we scroll on through here, let's take a look at our legends. We can see an 85 up for 40. Again, a bit out of the price range. And yeah, those are going to be all the training filters I want to look at. Let me quickly give you guys a recap. 83s at 18, 87s at 78, 85s at 37. Those are the prices you guys want to hit. So that's basically going to do it for me in today's video. Hope you guys have enjoyed this one. Relatively simple video, just going through the market, finding your best value players in the market, and hopefully allowing you guys to get some training snipes. Let's open up a couple of these packs at the end of the video. I've heard that they're solid. We'll use some training points and we'll try and be great. Any 80s or better will be nice. But we're opening up some packs with training right here. Obviously, I don't really recommend you guys rip all your training on this. Let's just do like 1 or 2 more, because every single time we're doing this, we are actually spending about 5,000 coins, I would say, per pack. And hey, we get an 83 J.K. Dobbins. That's actually a big W right there. Too bad that he tore his ACL, so hopefully he recovers quickly. But an 83 overall pull out of that pack, you absolutely love to see it. I was not expecting that at all. But yeah, this video should definitely help you guys out when it comes to finding your training deals, when it comes to finding your training points at a good price, because training is definitely something that can be finicky. If you don't really know what you're doing with training, a lot of the times people just go into the market and they buy like one of the first cards they see that's like an 84, and they're like, sure, I'll go buy that card. But that's not a good deal at all. You guys want to make sure that you are filtering it down by the filters I showed you, and you are finding your training snipes at a good price. But that's gonna do it for me. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. If you did, scroll down and leave a like, hit that sub button if you are new, because we do make these videos fairly often. And yeah, until next time, boys, I'm out. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace. So,